Hello, I'm Joseph Ross. Welcome to the Joseph Ross Podcast. I'm your host. I'd like to start this episode of the podcast off by saying welcome to summer 2022, and thank you for listening when we debuted in 2021 and now in 2022. And please share this podcast with your friends and family and coworkers. Now I'd like to talk about summer 2022 and what's recently happened and currently happening. First, I'd like to talk about the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard court trial from last spring. It was a big deal and exciting. It took place in the excellent city and county of Fairfax, Virginia, and a lot of people, including myself, were interested in it, and probably most or more of us, including, and I'm proud to say this, myself, was and is on Team Johnny Depp. I watched different parts of the court trial live online on YouTube and possibly a little bit on TV from my Xbox. The jury made the right decision, ruling mostly in Johnny Depp's favor, but I disagree with the ruling that was made in Amber Heard's favor of $2 million. But she owes more than that to actor Johnny Depp from the ruling in his favor. It's possible disgraced former actress Amber Heard and her legal team and crew plan to appeal, but that may or may not happen as of the recording and first release of this episode of the podcast. From the different times I took to watch the court trial live and watched previously recorded videos of the court case on my Xbox, it is, by any nature, indisputable that Amber Heard physically and emotionally, and maybe otherwise too, abused beloved and legendary actor Johnny Depp during their dating relationship and their marriage, and then lied about him maliciously to the point where it damaged his career and his life until he sued her in his lawsuit against her for her malicious activity against him throughout the years, including for defaming him in a Washington Post op-ed in 2018, and having the court trial rule in his favor by the jury, thus clearing his name and exposing Amber Heard for the kind of person she is. It is also possible that she may have cheated on him as well. She, at least in the 2010s and until 2022, and hopefully not again in the future, is the classical evil woman. Now I'd like to mention what's currently happening in the beginning of this summer so far. We still have the war in Ukraine going on from last spring, and now, last Friday, June 24th, 2022, we have two major rulings from the Supreme Court of the United States. One involving guns or gun control, and the other involving partial birth abortion, in which Roe and Casey were overruled by a 5-4 majority of the justices of the Supreme Court. We also have bad inflation and the rise of costs for gas, food, and more, and for a while we had, or maybe still have, a supply chain delay crisis, and possibly still a computer chip shortage, with the global food supply being partly affected by the war in Ukraine. I am in no way saying this can't be a good summer. It still can be. And for me personally, I plan on it being a good summer. But we will probably have to work a little bit to enjoy summer 2022, at least at first. That's all for this episode of this podcast. But before I go, I'd like to say thank you for listening to the Joseph Ross Podcast, and God bless you. I'm Joseph Ross, and I'll see you next time.